Questions?
I'd just like to congratulate Alabama Huntsville and for the year that they had. And, I mean, what a game! First two games. I mean, that's the way this tournament's going to be. It's going to be incredible, absolutely incredible. I mean, I thought our guys were very, very resilient tonight. They stayed within themselves. We've talked about that ever since our semifinal loss in SIC tournament. Our guys have been so businesslike and have really been focused and have really stayed. Again, we got down and Huntsville came out and shot the ball lights out early, and we just had to stay with it, stay and do what we. I said this yesterday. Sit there and do what we do, and we did. And that was just continue to play. We switched some defenses up. I thought our zone was very good for us tonight. And again, I just thought our kids were very, very resilient. That's the word for tonight because they stayed with it. A lot of times they could have got their heads down for a lot of things that was going on out there, and they did a great job. And again, 5 seniors and guys, and Steve Kirschbaum here came in as a red shirt, and so this is his 4th year. We got a veteran team, and they played like a veteran team tonight.
Questions? Just a reminder, will you have a microphone? Just please wait for it. We'll start with Brian in the front.
Marcus, Brian Lester, NCAA.com. Just talking about your performance tonight out there. I mean, you seem to be shooting the ball really well and just into a zone there.
Yeah, I mean, they came out shooting the ball extremely well. I mean, every shot that they took, it seemed like it was a swish. I mean, but we just had to stay with it. I mean, like Coach said, we do have a veteran ball club. I mean, we've been in situations like this before where teams just come out hot. And we just have to stick to what we do. When we defend and when we rebound and we get on the transition, we're a tough team to beat. And I think that's just something that we've been doing all year and we have to continue to do for the rest of the season.
Right down here in front.
Steve, Jack Curry with the Free Press Mankato. You didn't have the luxury of being in the game when they were making all the shots. So you sit on the sidelines watching this unfold. What were you thinking as you came into the game?
Well, I was just thinking, hopefully I get my chance to step up and make that big shot. I had a chance earlier in the second half. It didn't quite go for me, but Jefferson looked at me. He's like, hey, you're going to get one more and you're going to knock it down. And I was able to have the luxury of getting an open look and knocking it down.
We're going to go in the front and then come to Jeff.
Mark McCarter from Huntsville Times. Jeff, on that last shot that they had in the corner, how much involved did you get to sort of take us through that play?
I got a couple fingers on it. Actually, I get a few of those here or there in games this year in practice, but I just knew that we didn't want them to shoot any threes, and I came over to help, and I really shouldn't have did that, and I knew I had to make up ground, so I just jumped as high as I possibly could, and thank God I got a couple fingers on it, and I just screamed out tip, 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 and we came up with the ball, so I just got a couple fingers on it, and I don't know, it went our way, so.
Jeff down here in front.
Jeff Thomas, the Springfield newspaper. Steve, you had foul trouble, missed a lot of the second half. So what was your number called for the final? That 3-pointer you made to put you guys ahead?
Yeah, we actually, towards the end there, we went offense, defense with me and Connor to try to get me on the offense and then put him in defense to keep me out of foul trouble. But yeah, called one of our sets. They really helped off the pick and roll with Marcus, and I was able to roll up there and get an open 3 and knock it down.
I'll go right over here.
Coach, sure, in the postseason, you got a different guy every night. Tonight, that was Steve. Talk about how nice it is to see that 5th, 6th person step up off the bench and contribute each night.
And that's what we were just talking about in the locker room. I mean, we have our big 3 with Cameron, Jefferson, and Marcus, and then someone always has been stepping up, someone different every night. And tonight was Steve Kirschbaum's opportunity. He made the shots. It's been Joe Dropshow at times. It's been Taylor Morrow at times. And when we do have that, actually, we have that 4th and even 5th guy, like Joe Dropshow even tonight, when we have that, we're awful good. And that's when we're at our best at that time because we know we're going to get consistently out of these 3 guys. But you always have to have that 4th, 5th option, and we've had it. Steve did an unbelievable job tonight. I mean, he's a knockdown shooter. It's what he's here for. And again, you saw that we went small. Obviously, Zane's a big kid in the middle there, and we were undersized. But we've been undersized all year long, and so we've gone small, and they have to guard us too. When we make shots, again, we have to make shots when we're small and try to get them to go small also. And it has been working to this point. And let's hope there's 2 more games that it works in.
We'll go back to Brian and then come back in front.
Could we just, talk about the end of regulation pretty crazy, but you managed to get into overtime, and what was the thought process going into OT?
I really pretty much screwed up. Honestly, I should have called timeout right there in the half, or in the regulation, and I don't know, I froze just, I figured our guys would make a play, and I was kind of more shocked that we didn't get a good shot off at that time. But really, realistically, I should have called timeout and got them set up because we were disoriented at that time. But we fought back down 4 with like 2 minutes, maybe 15, 20 seconds left in the game, and did a great job of getting back and having an opportunity to go to overtime. And again, we just made the plays down the stretch. Our kids executed very, very well, and that was the difference for us down the stretch.
Come back down in front here.
Jefferson, they took you out of the game a little bit there for probably 3/4 of it. Once you got to overtime, you feel pretty good about your chances because you started going to the basket a little bit harder? Or?
Yeah, definitely. A couple times this year we played teams that had played funky zones, and they were one of the teams that kind of tried to take me away with just that weird zone. But I knew Marcus and some of these guys were going to step up, and I knew my time would come. And when overtime came, Marcus told me, he was like, just take over. And I was like, just find a way to give me the ball, and I'm going to the rim. And Coach kept saying, let's not settle for jump shots. Let's get to the rim, and let's knock down free throws. So, when overtime came, I knew it was time for me to get the ball and make plays happen, and that's kind of the way it went.
Other questions? We'll go here, and then we'll come back.
Reggie Benson with the Huntsville Times. Marcus, this is for you. Did you see someone film to take advantage of the matchup with Majet today? You seemed like you were awfully aggressive today.
I just wanted to come out and just play my game. I had extreme confidence going into this tournament, and I mean, this is my last go. I'm a senior. I knew that I had to do something, whether it was passing, whether it was scoring, whether it was just getting guys in good spots to be successful. And I knew that they were going to need me to, bring some more energy on the court today. And guys did their roles. Guys made their shots. Guys rebounded the ball well. Guys finished, and we just made plays.
Time for you.
Marcus, can you just talk about what you felt like when you let go of that ball in the final seconds there, and then to be able to get it back right away?
Definitely a monkey off my back. I didn't want my senior season to end that way off of my turnover and then them going down and scoring. But they was able to make a bad pass, and we were able to get a new possession, and Jeff came over and said, don't worry about it, we'll make the next play, and we were able to do that.
Final questions. We'll come back in the front. Do we have somebody in the back? Let's go in the back first, and then we'll come back up front.
Edward Ross, CBS in Huntsville. Coach, you mentioned yesterday that you wanted to play at a more frenetic pace. Can you talk about how you were able to control the tempo?
Well, I knew that, I think transitions, like watching films, Huntsville got down the floor, so I knew the pace of the game would hopefully be, up and down, and that's what we want. Obviously, you look at the score, 95-91, it was. And both teams shot lights out, and I thought executed very, very well tonight. And, it wasn't because of lack of defense. I think it's 27 points on the board before we've got to stop. And you come out like that, it's, you get your heads down a little bit, but I thought our guys stayed with it. We want to get them down the floor. We rebound very well tonight. We won by 13 on the boards. Our guards got to the boards, and when they do that with Cam and Jefferson and Marcus, he get in there and get some boards for us. We can out transition. That is our game. That's what we want to do. You look at these guys' bodies. Our center Connor O'Brien. His body's not as big as their big guy's leg. We can't see him behind him. That's tough. So we have to spread the floor. We have to shoot the ball well, and we have to get out transition. But to do that, you have to defend and rebound, and we couldn't do it the first few minutes.
2 more questions. Start in front.
Steve, you guys have already mentioned probably half a dozen times that when things got tough, one guy would come over and tell you to keep your head up and stuff like that. Just describe what the chemistry was like out there today.
It was amazing. We sitting on the bench watching those first couple minutes, and they just hit shot after shot after shot. We always looked at each other like, hey, we just got to keep doing what we do. We'll start chipping away. They're going to start missing some shots, and we kind of all just look towards each other to build each other up.
Last question. Any further questions?